start off my AI toolbox, here is the Alchemist. The Alchemist is the first gem that I created. It helps create ideas for events at Hollywood Park. Now, for the job role I decided to go with, it is a special events booking coordinator at Hollywood Park. What is Hollywood Park? Hollywood Park used to be a racetrack, horse racetrack. Now it is the home of SoFi Stadium and the YouTube Theater, along with many other event centers, such as the Plaza, Lakefront Park, and hopefully a semi-mall shopping center. Stan Kroenke wants to make this a event center for Inglewood and the greater LA area. Now, how did I create this? First, I went to Claude, said, I want to make a gem in Gemini. Gave me a bunch of questions, answered all these questions for it, spat me out a prompt, it's probably out instructions, and then put that into Gemini. I said, how can I make this better? Clarify. How can I make this better? Clarify. How can I make this better? Clarify. And then put it in here. Now I have the Alchemist. How does the Alchemist work? Well, firstly, you ask it a question. Well, I want to make a Christmas market at the AA Plaza. I think my computer is in pain right now. It's been thinking all day. Analyzing the framework, it's going through everything that we spoke about, everything that I've talked to it already, letting it think through the different. He doesn't plan Christmas markets, engineers high velocity seasonal commerce engines. It's very technical in its terminology. It's not necessarily very personal, but it's very honest with yourself. Right? The honest. When we want to do it, bleeding asset. How does this make money for it? Who's going to be the one on it? I had done this earlier, so one window after Thanksgiving, two community outreach in connection, not looking to grow revenue. Three, this is on a ramp to the Inglewood in LA area. And then four, answering its questions. This is how I like to use my AIs is I have this idea, ask me questions, I can tell you how to make better. And we go from there. Analyze pros options, going through, seeing what's going to happen. Now, the Alchemist, I like the way the Alchemist thinks because it's almost like it's concocting a brew. It's trying to find the best ideas. It doesn't necessarily tell me it's like bad. It just gives me all the great ideas, right? So you have what are the different scenarios that could be happening? You have the Ramley, Winter Garden. You have this, Inglewood Makers Exchange. And it gives me different ideas of what could happen. So instead of giving me full-fledged, oh, this is what's going to happen, this is how you're going to do it, this is what's going to happen. Now, this gives me ideas on different names, different things that it could happen, where it could be, different connections that you could have, and to help pitch to people above me. So once these happens, then, I like the blue and gold toy drive spectacular. Take that idea, go into meeting with other people, go into other AIs, and make that a fully fledged idea where it's not just, the words blue and gold toy drive. It becomes a full business plan that we can then pitch to C-suite, the VPs, different people that will be in charge of planning and accepting this proposal. In connection with The Alchemist, I have Gustavo. Where does the name Gustavo come from? Gustavo was the marketing manager and music manager for the band Big Time Rush and the TV show Big Time Rush. Now, why did I pick Gustavo? Looking for new artists to perform and our artist ideas. Now, when coming up with this, I thought with connection to the idea plan, to The Alchemist, you have these different event ideas, you have all these different things, you're going to want music, you're going to want something to perform. Maybe the event is someone performing, maybe it's a comedy artist, maybe it's a singer, maybe it's a band, maybe it's someone performing like the Jabberwockies or the Red Panda. You need someone who's going to be able to find those talent artists. You need someone who's going to be honest with you if it's going to work or if it's not going to work. So I've made Gustavo. Same principle. Claude, I want to do this. How can I make it better? Go into Gemini. How could it be better? How could it be better? How could it be better? And then test it. So, along with Gustavo, I say, I let it think. Now, again, I went through this earlier, so it may be a little angry at me because Gustavo's a bit aggressive. But Gustavo does well. It's very honest with the finances about if we're going to take a hit, if it's good, if it's very possibilities, what's going to happen. Look at the numbers. Christmas market on paper sounds feasible. In reality, it's a legit minefield. I spoke to this already. Um, gives me the reasons why there could be issues of the different people, where the issues could be, dashboard holiday events, people that could perform, if it's good or not good, kill list. These are all big performers. And then you can ask it, what if we went with small performers or DJ set lists or choirs from schools to help connect the community? The DJs could be low cost and add to the ambiance and not be a large performance. Give it the idea, responds back to you as a high level analyst would. Very honest, be very angry, be very good. Just depends on your idea. Letting Gustavo think. Quite a long thinking. On paper, School Choir feels Hallmark movie, but it can be very bad. Free choir trap, labor killer. You have a lot of people, you have a lot of issues, a lot of setup, a lot of cost that yield very little. Small performer risk, so they want people to refer to them, they want people to know. The DJ solution, DJs could work, but you have to have the right people. You have to have the right people who are going to know what they're doing. You have to have people who are going to give them music. Different people, holiday lo-fi. You have different people, different approved songs, different selections, and then he'll ask you at the very bottom, should I find local DJs? Do you want me to go find their rates, different places? And it helps you get the front end work and then on your own do the research into where you can find these people and hire them directly. So Adrian Monk. Now I don't know if you ever heard of Adrian Monk before. Adrian Monk is in the TV show Monk. He's a detective. He's very fine-tuned. He finds very small things. In my mind, that is how I found this Claude artifact, Hollywood Park Event Financial Modeler. Now again, how is this made? Research, Claude, ask me questions, build on those questions, refining questions, take a markdown file of what you gave out, put it back into Claude. How can this be better? How can this be better? I told it to go through itself and find what are the pain points, what are the issues, and then it said to me, these are the issues that may arise before we make the artifact. How can we make this better? Made it better. Boom. Here we go. So, what does this have? Right now we have a drop down of different venues, the SoFi Stadium and the Inglewood Theater. Those are the two main venues here at Hollywood Park. And they have only the floor, different seating, and the different configurations. Arena concert here, say we picked SoFi Stadium, concert configuration, full stadium. If it's an arena show, 65,000 people with multiple different tiers, and you have the dates that it could, major concert events, different types of pricing, potential gross, utilization of the venue itself, capacity used, the deal structure. Are we getting a flat rate? Are we getting minimum plus overage, percentage of gross? What's going on? You can add different ticket tiers, financial summary. How is this revenue going to be growing? What's ticket revenue, artist revenue, and then overview of everything above. Now, I think that this is a good start. It could definitely be much deeper in adding different sections where you could add in configurations, add in different prices, different deal structures, different things. But I think as a beginning, this works very well. It doesn't create a full picture, but it creates a good outline. So when you offer the ideas created by the alchemist, connected to Gustavo with different artists and the pricing. Then you can show, oh, we have this venue with this many people. This is what it could be with a different amount of attendance on the dates. Then you have, if we charge, how much we're going to make for this price. What is the deal? Are we making this much money on X versus somewhere else? And then just an overview of this is how much we make. This is how much we take home. This is how much the person who we hire to take home.